Two friends gunned down in the Metroparks on an early summer night. The killer vanishes without a trace. Who killed Kate Brown and Carnell Sledge, and why? Questions that have gone unanswered for 5 years. The murder mystery is the focus of a new Dark Side of the Land podcast episode. Here's a preview. 5 years have passed.
We miss Kate so much.
And a killer still walks free.
Carnell did not have an enemy in the world.
A murder mystery in the Metroparks. Two friends, Carnell Sledge and Kate Brown, shot and killed, sitting on a bench out in the open in broad daylight. No suspect, no witness, no weapon, and seemingly no motive.
They had no known enemies, no recent feuds, no significant assets, no criminal histories.
In a new episode of our true crime podcast, Dark Side of the Land, investigators take us through the evidence.
My belief is that if that firearm was additionally silenced with a suppressor.
Dash camera video from the first officers on scene.
We don't see a weapon. We don't see a weapon or anything, so this whole area is going to have to be searched.
A man sitting in his truck with a clear view of Kate and Carnell.
He was there when they pulled up and when they were murdered, and after the police came, he was there for everything.
So you did have persons of interest. Do you still now?
We do.
And just this past summer, a new tip.
Would you qualify this as something that has legs?
I would.
Are investigators any closer to solving the Metroparks murders? Two heartbroken families desperate for justice. Their emotional interviews, their theories about what happened, beautiful memories, and the pain of being robbed of so many more.
I wanted to look the person in the eye that did this. They don't know what they did. They tore a family apart.
Carnell, the glue of the family, a cheerleader for so many.
Because right now we got a lot of talent on it.
His passion, coaching kids with special needs.
He was a big kid, and they loved Miss Coach Sledge, is what they called him. And to this day, they still talk about Coach Sledge, and he's been gone 5 years.
Kate, the fun aunt, buying the epic birthday gifts like this one with silly string for her nephew. Kate's dad drives her car every now and then. Just the other day, with his granddaughter along for the ride, she asked about Aunt Titi.
She said, "Is Titi with us now?" I said, "I'm sure." I said, "She could probably be sitting in the passenger seat here listening to us." I don't know. She said, "Well, do you hear her?" And I says, "No, I can't really hear her, but sometimes I can feel her."
Someone out there knows the truth. The families and investigators are asking you to be brave enough to come forward. And you can listen to this episode of Dark Side of the Land, Murder in the Metroparks right now. It is available wherever you get your podcasts. There is a $100,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in this case. And you can call the FBI, Metroparks Police, or Crime Stoppers. All of the contact information will be in our website in this story at cleveland19.com.